Hello everyone. I want to first start off by telling you all my name is Danielle and this is my first time doing a recording. I will be doing this over a project called the Test Exploration, and I'll be doing it over the Slauson Oral Reading Test. On this slide I have included the author, Richard L. Slauson, the revised by Charles L. Nicholson. The publisher is the Slauson Educational Publication, followed by the address. Next, I have the dates of publication, 1963, 1990, and 2002, and a reprint date of 2002. On the next slide, I have the purpose. The purpose of this assessment tool is to assess a student's level of oral word recognition, word calling, and reading level. It's not a diagnostic instrument. The SORT measures progress during a school year. It screens for above average readers. The narrative summary is standardized on 1,331 individuals ranging from pre-K to adults, students from 1st grade to 12th grade. Samples drawn from 24 states of the United States, representing every geographical area and level of ability. According to the manual, special classes ranging from retarded to gifted, large to small schools were represented. The next slide is reliability. I found the procedures. There were 4 different tests in the manual that were used. The results for the correlations are very close. 55 to 64.9 years had the lowest reliability coefficients, and the SORT R3 was reliable. My subjective opinion of this test is that the test is accurate in the reliability because the smaller the standard error measure, the greater the reliability of the test will be. Validity. This test has 3 types of validity. Construct validity refers to the ability to look at a group of letters and pronounce them is fundamental to reading, even if little or no understanding of the word is present. Content validity. All reading tests contain a list of words which the subject is to pronounce. The SORT R contains 200 words. Criterion validity. There is no significant difference between the standard score means of the Peabody Individual Achievement and the SORT R. On this next slide, I'm going to talk about the types of scores. Scores are based on raw scores, grade equivalent, age equivalent, standard scores, T-scores, stanions, the normal curve equivalents, and the percentiles. I'm also going to read something from the manual. These means do not indicate a steady progress from age 6 to 14, and then a leveling off and a slight progression at age 45. There also is a study of the standard deviation beginning at age 7, with most standard deviations between 20 and 30. Because grade level corresponds with the age level, there is a steady progression of the means from grade 1 to grade 8, with a leveling off of the curve to grade 12. There are only a slight difference in the curves above grade 8. Likewise, the standard deviation becomes more stable beginning with grade 2, with most standard deviations in the 20 to 30 range. At the upper level, the standard deviation tends to become smaller. The next slide is modifications and accommodations. The test comes in different prints, size 16, 18, and 24. The SORT R is also presented in Braille for those that are visually impaired. If a subject has a speech deficit, such as a stutter, you need to disregard the 5-second interval and allow as much time as is reasonable. The teacher may repeat, explain, or modify the directions in any way necessary for the student to understand them fully. The student may hold a marker or a ruler under a line of text while reading. An assistant may record student responses on the written portion of the test if the student is unable to do so because of a disability. This slide is the cost, and I found these costs online on the Slauson website. So for the complete kit, it's $118. You can buy the manuals separately for $77. They had skinnable score sheets for $59 for $50. They had green original score sheets for $59. Word list in 14 and 18 print for $28, and you can get the enlarged print for $15.75. Test sustainability. The subject must be fluent in English with English as their primary language. The U.S. figures include those primary language is not English. This is one important reason the other category of the SORT-R sample does not match closely. The U.S. population structure. Examiner qualifications. The sorts are typically administered by the special education teacher, psychologist, or classroom teacher. The administration, scoring, and interpretation all seem to be well designed and easy to follow. The administration scoring time is 3 to 5 minutes, no more than 5 seconds per word. And I personally am not qualified to administer this test, and I did not find the information in the manual. I actually found it online, where it's typically administered by a special education teacher or psychologist or classroom teacher, but I do not have any of those qualifications at this time. I feel that it is something that I could do and easily understand if I had the manual and was properly trained in it. My last slide is the objective reviews. I use the Collaborative Center for Literacy Development at KentuckyLiteracy.org, and I found that there is no evidence that SORT assessment tool is sensitive and appropriate for different cultural needs. And thank you all for listening to my presentation, and I hope you enjoy.